Hello everyone and welcome back. Summer is at its peak and with kids' holidays, there is no such fixed routine. Yes, timing go for a toss. The day looks haphazard, but till the holidays last, I also want to take things easy. Anyways, with schools, routines follow diligently, so I wish to take this time as my break from routines. Since I'm not following a routine, I just focus on working on my priorities. I prepare a to do for myself and work around that work as per the time available. I had to wash my dining area curtains for quite some time now. The laundry load was lesser today, so instead of washing them separately, I decided to club that with today's laundry and increase the washing cycle. Karthik has gone on a work trip, so I thought of taking a break and going to parents' house for a couple of weeks. I was missing home and considering I have very fond memories of my summer break at my grandparents' place, I decided to take the kid along and make this plan. So before leaving, I'll give my plant babies a good touch up and prepare them for a long break. Before leaving for long, I usually do weeding and aerate the soil to give roots some breather. I remove the dead leaves, give them water, and place them on the balcony, as this way they survive for a good 1 week. However, I ask my neighbors to water them every second day. Although plants do suffer, but I can only do as much. We can only plan and prepare for things, but sometimes things are not completely under control. And worrying and staying bothered about things only makes it worse. I have done my best. Rest, I'll manage things when I'll be back. Kids were up and I had prepared some oats for them as pre-breakfast. So I fed them before jumping onto any work. Since Karthik is away, these days I bring veggies in small batches. This reduces my time in bulk cleaning, storing, and meal prepping the veggies. Like, I bought some coriander today and decided to work around it. I'll start by washing and cleaning the entire batch of coriander. This salad spinner from IKEA removes all the excess water from the leaves and dries them quickly. First, I'll use the small batch out of the entire lot to store and use in the daily cooking. So, before storing, I'll air dry the coriander as this way they don't rot in the fridge. With the other lot, I'll make coriander mint chutney. For the chutney, I'll take some roasted chana and roasted peanuts, cumin seeds, 1 green chili, a handful of mint leaves, coriander leaves with stalk and roots, and a juice of half a lemon. Before grinding, I'll add salt, a bit of sugar, and some water and grind it to make the chutney. This protein-rich chutney is an excellent side dish during meals, so I always keep a batch ready in the fridge. Next, for breakfast today, I'll make coriander coconut chutney in the same mixing jar. I keep coconut stored in the freezer to increase its shelf life. So for the chutney, I'll take some coconut, roasted peanuts, green chili, coriander with stalks and roots for more flavor and bulk, juice of half lemon and salt, and give it a quick blitz to create some space. Then I'll add a handful of curry leaves and water to make the final chutney. The freshness and flavor of coriander give a good change to the simple coconut chutney and tastes super delicious. By this time, coriander is dried out and I'll wrap it in a cotton cloth before storing it in the fridge. So, for all my working friends, I'll suggest instead of doing bulk housework, batching similar tasks and giving just 1 hour daily to that work helps in getting things done without exerting much or involving too much time. Now I'll quickly add tadka to the coconut chutney and keep it ready for the breakfast. For breakfast, I decided to make stuffed suji idli. I had a lot of buttermilk extracted from the ghee, and suji idli made with sour buttermilk tastes very delicious. In 2 cups suji, I'll add around 1.5 cups of buttermilk and some salt and keep it aside till I prepare the stuffing for idli. For the stuffing, in some oil, I'll add some urad dal and chana dal, dried red chili, crushed peanuts, nuts and sliced onions and saute for 1 minute. Then I'll add turmeric, salt, hing and cook for another minute. Now I'll add boiled potatoes and mash it well. In the end, I'll add chili powder, coriander powder and cook for just 2 more minutes till oil leaves its sides. Lastly, add roasted cumin powder, freshly chopped coriander and some lemon juice. Suji idli batter is now ready and I'll add Eno to it before putting it in the mold. Now I'll place the stuffing in between and cover it again with the batter. I'll steam the idlis for 15 minutes till they are completely done. I had put some milk for boiling, so I'll add the culture to the slightly warm milk to make the next set of curd. Homemade curd has more probiotics that help in keeping the gut healthy. I use the curd maker to speed up the curd making process and it really works like a wonder. The curd gets ready in just 4 hours. Stuffed idli is done. Now I'll cut the idli and show you all how stuffing looks inside the idli. Idli with lots of chutney at the bottom is the best way to eat stuffed idli. Technically, it's a regular breakfast, but a slight change gives a completely new flavor, look, and taste to the ordinary breakfast. Prithvi and I enjoyed this simple breakfast while Dhere was lazing around in the house. After breakfast, just to engage kids, I asked Rutvi to collect her items together and start preparing to pack bags. Honestly, her attempt to collect things together was very helpful to me when I did my final packing in the end. Dhere was also rotating around Rutvi, trying to copy her and pack his stuff in his own ways. According to him, toys were his only necessity at its grandparents' place. After breakfast, I also took a break from the kitchen and enjoyed some fresh lychees with the kids. After my quick break, I also started by collecting items for my packing. Collecting items before packing helps avoid confusion and the chances of missing out things also reduces. For small items like medicine, toiletries and other items, I make a detailed list and just follow it blindly. I'll place things collected in the suitcase and will keep adding things to this bag before closing and locking all the bags. had a lot to do for packing, so I wanted to make a quick lunch, and a quick Shahi Paneer is my go-to dish for days like these. For Shahi Paneer, I'll start by soaking some nuts in boiling water and keep them aside. Next, I'll roughly chop some onions and tomatoes. I'll also take some peeled garlic and take 1 inch ginger for the gravy. Shahi Paneer tastes brilliant with a few whole spices, so I'll take some peppercorn, clove, star anise, cinnamon and some bay leaves. Now in some oil, I'll add cumin seeds and all the whole spices. Along with garlic, ginger, chopped onion and saute everything till onions go translucent. I'll then add coriander stalks and chopped tomatoes and cook till tomatoes soften. Once done, I'll keep the mixture aside to cool down. Masala has cooled down and I'll quickly grind it in the mixer along with the soaked nuts. Now in a pan, I'll add some ghee and all the dried spices and roast it for 30 seconds. Into this, I'll add the prepared gravy paste and I'll cook the gravy for 4 to 5 minutes before adding the paneer cubes. To thin out the gravy, I'll add 1 cup of milk and mix it well. In the end, add garam masala and chopped coriander and quick Shahi Paneer is ready. With paneer, I'll make masala onion paratha, and for that, I'll use green onions as they are more flavorful. I love the combination of plain sabzi with variation parathas, and this combination really tastes good. For the paratha, I'll add some ajwain in the flour and knead a soft dough. Onions are ready, but for the masala, I'll take some ghee and add turmeric, red chili powder, roasted cumin powder, black pepper powder and chaat masala and mix everything in a bowl. Now before making the parathas, I'll knead the dough once again and soften it a bit and roll it out like a chapati. In one half, I'll smear the prepared masala paste and in the other half, I'll put the chopped onions. Now fold the chapatis in triangle and bake the parathas like you do for a regular paratha. To add variation to the paratha and make them look pretty, I'll top the paratha with some coriander and sesame seeds and then roll out the paratha. Toast the parathas with ghee on both the sides. Lunch is ready and I'll quickly lay the plates. Quick and delicious lunch is ready to eat. The combination of paneer and pyaz paratha was really very good. The next day was the departure day and I had some bits of packing left. I am not a light packer, especially when it comes to traveling and staying with kids. I usually overstock. Since I was traveling alone with the kids, I scheduled the flight for the evening, so I had enough time to manage everything else and leave on time. Dare had left for the daycare and after a light breakfast, I prepared an early lunch to wind up the kitchen. For the paratha, I'll take some wheat flour and add 1 tablespoon jowar flour. At night, I had made the curry, so I'll add the leftover curry into the flour along with the remaining coriander chutney and knead the dough. This is an attempt to clean the fridge, but this changes the flavor of chapati and also add nutrients to the chapati. So this is basically a total win-win. For the aloo paratha, I'll prepare the stuffing by grating the boiled potatoes and chopping some onions. The chutney that I'll be making today is my childhood favorite and I always used to ask mom to make it. For this, I'll start by roughly chopping 2 tomatoes and some fresh coriander. To make the chutney, in some oil, I'll add mustard seeds, cumin seeds, and chopped garlic. Once sauteed, add chopped onions and saute till translucent. Once done, add chopped tomatoes and add the dried spices and cook until tomatoes are softened. Add a little water and cook it covered. I'll add chopped coriander to the grated potato and other spices to make the potato stuffing for parathas. In the spices, I'll add salt, turmeric, red chili powder, pav bhaji masala, roasted cumin powder and coriander powder and mix it well. And then keep it in the fridge till the chutney is prepared. I'll keep checking the tomatoes till the chutney thickens. Once thickened, I'll add lots of coriander and some jaggery powder to balance the tanginess and spiciness of the chutney. A quick and delicious chutney is prepared. But before eating, it was time to pick dhairya from daycare. After picking dhairya, I quickly started preparing the lunch as the clock was ticking. Adding chutney to the flour is the easiest way to make flavorful parathas. And with stuffing, it just tasted super delicious. I'll now quickly make parathas to eat and also pack some for kids during the travel. Rutvi loves aloo paratha, so there'll be no resistance to lunch at least. A delicious lunch with aloo paratha, tomato chutney and curd was ready to dig in. Everything was packed and we were ready to move. I was a little conscious before leaving since I was traveling alone with two kids for the first time. But I guess the excitement of meeting parents overshadowed every other emotion. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. If you did, like this video and subscribe to the channel for more such simple vlogs. Also, join me on Instagram for some behind the scenes and drop your comments and suggestions in the comment section below. And I'll see you in my next vlog. Until then, stay tuned and stay connected.